A wet boot boy, huh? Isn't that what's his face is good? Adjust the volume on my TV here. There we go.
Disgusting hands!
Oh, yes, that was easy. Hey, can you hear me? I have a new mic, so I don't know if it works.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent. but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Then I guess... Wrong thing. Can you still hear me? Is it louder now? Am I louder? Yeah, I think I played the introduction round of that. It was weird. Like, I think that we were playing with bots. I might have been playing with all bots, but I did like the little push wagon in the subway. Oh, that's fun. Not really, but... I played a round of war today. I have guns in this game, but I couldn't really tell you how to use them. I don't know if you heard me coughing, but I took a drink and it's trying to kill me. I've been shot. It's wine, so... I don't remember what the red circles are supposed to mean, but... I probably could have avoided fighting these guys, but... Exactly. Especially in like this kind of game where you can get lost very easily. Like, I get lost all the time.
I cannot enter.
Well then. Didn't want to go that way either. Oh, I don't need to go this way. That's fine. I need to go this way. Yeah, I usually stream pretty late because I can't hear a game and no one else would be able to hear me either.
First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
I don't work tomorrow, so I might play some PUBG. Have a good one. Are you like an hour ahead or an hour behind? I don't remember. Like for me it's 10:49, or are you right on the dot?
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical report says the opposite.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
How many windows do you have?
strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Sounds good.
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Curfew.
Better go home, sir. Come back!
questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson's son, but Colossus Joe the most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Well,
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
goodbye. Are you Clayton?
Don't be shy, handsome. What can
no, she's
Christina
not
do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Woohoo.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Goodbye, Miss. Take care of yourself as best you can. Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city.
Yeah,
Answers about
you're the
hidden
third person to
truth.
stop by, actually, so that's nice.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition. Have you any friends? Any family left?
I like it a lot.
But
It's
I
pretty
have a
interesting,
disciple I
actually.
see as my son.
You'd probably enjoy playing it,
So devoted.
like,
I sent him to
leisurely
preach
anyway.
the good word in the heart of this corrupted
It's more investigative than I would have thought at first, from what I saw of random gameplay, but I like it.
Where did you send it?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
I wonder why he didn't go.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Resistance in our country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
This man's voice bugs me so much.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Touche. You tell him.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
See my majestic beard?
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
This is, like, the best majestic beard I've ever seen. Since, like, Hagrid. Or even Gandalf. You know, I wasn't listening to what he said. Let's go with that
It's a
one, because I have no
disgrace.
idea.
People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
That science is unable to explain the facts doesn't mean there is no rational explanation.
I confess, I share your point of view, Doctor.
Woo.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters
I
do
have
the
such a
same.
nice voice in this
Whitechapel
game.
is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's
Do
why
they
I'm
care?
an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Wow.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Do I care about public health though? I guess
I'm a
I'll
doctor,
go with that one.
Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his
Nithercott.
time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Goodbye, Mr.
Interesting.
Darby. Farewell.
Ooh, knocked my socks off. It's nice that I gotta wait for me to get done now. is he doing? Talking to himself? His name's Richard. Okay. That's right.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Oh, okay.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
Especially with
But are you
people
not
I
afraid
don't
of the
know.
epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare.
You still who? Wow, that word got messed up. Are you still here?
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible,
Did you watch
say?
my Soma video?
Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet, nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
No, Soma, S-O-M-A.
Yes. The enjoyable silence of the grave. You have a unique perspective on the
No.
situation, you must admit.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
Ah, okay.
Must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear doctor.
It's... the game is kind of spooky.
I understand.
Like,
your
you'll
need for
probably
solitude,
laugh
but it's not safe around
at
here.
my reaction.
I don't
but
have many friends, Doctor. And my family despises me.
I might play that one again sometime soon. Yeah. I have a bottle of water right here. And I'm gonna stream for like a couple hours, so I'm not gonna be up super late. It's only 11 for me.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it?
I want to test and see if my mute button works real quick. Let me know if you can still hear me after I hit this button.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox.
Cool.
The stripped
I have
humanity
the
raged
mute
across each
button.
street.
Vivid, of course, yes.
It's on like a little
And what
clip.
about the poignant distress?
I just
Oh yes,
click
the
it on
poignant
around.
distress. You see what I mean, don't you?
It's the first one that
That's
actually
what I want
works,
to
so
write
that's
about,
nice.
and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it's a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir, Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
No.
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But, will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it
Yeah,
not?
have a good
I'll be
one.
glad to help you, if I can.
Thanks for stopping by.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Morbidity can breathe its own beauty and grace.
Oh. Okay. Huh. Do I need to go this way? Nope. Who are you?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl in the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly. Tell me about Richard Nethercote. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia. I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Camellia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then. The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery. You know, it should not be that difficult to incite him to let me.
Oh, look, a ladder. Can I go up the ladder? Oh no, you can't go up the ladder.
This is not the place for you, sir. Stupid beast! Don't like that, do ya?
Oh no, I've died. What a shame, what a shame. Well, that's the end of the game. Nah, dang. Oh, snap. Just 1 hour of me dicking around on this game. Everybody that tries to kill me kind of reminds me of that Clockwork Orange movie, their Get Up. Weird, weird, weird. Peeping in people's windows and shit.
You look so pale,
There we go.
We used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Yeah.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you are sick and abandoned?
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see, Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Well. Don't mind me while I go through all your stuff. Thanks for letting me in. Wow.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, dang. Don't mind me. Oh man, they look real sick. Sure wish I was a doctor. Could help.
Can you hear my voice?
Sure can't.
I need help.
Just 1 second, I just wanna...
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient
Nope,
Razvan
that's not-
Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
know which one I picked, honestly.
Dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
He seems to be dead. Oh, dang. A terrible doctor.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. To what do I owe this courtesy?
It's locked.
Well, then. I guess I'll talk to her.
I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all
She
these
rhymes,
people have.
look at that.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
She's going to resign from Pembroke. Or do I get her? We'll go with that one.
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition.
Look at
I'll
that
look the
hand.
other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then.
No, just privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay good coin in exchange Fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Oh dang, I failed the hint. Oh well. He won't let me in, but he let these people in? That's just rude.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Doctor.
I think I killed like a dozen people on my way here.
You pay for peace of mind. Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
All your problems. As long as you have the money.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually,
Oh, not too
Then
bad
you have come to
actually.
the right
It's
place.
not as
The
spicy
famous
as the
Wanderer
grape
cordial
juice.
is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see.
Can they
I would
bury
say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Well, the wine is called Sweet Bitch.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are
If I get
afraid
tipsy
or
enough, I
desperate.
might even play that
They all
solo
come to me
again.
eventually for my remedy.
What do you think?
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Maybe. Oh, look at me going hella wrong in the way. What you doing over here?
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. No one can help him. Not even you.
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks
Because
for
he
the
doesn't have a beard,
This
if
is
you
your
ask
trouble.
me.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Am I still lost? The answer is yes, I am. I have a feeling that I'll die probably right away in the other game. Since I'm really good at games
Human
and all that.
blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy! To you! Burn it, boys!
I know what that is, but it slipped my mind in my state. Oh, that just seemed rude. I don't need up there, actually. I think I've already been in there. I think I'll finish up this mission here and head on over to Soma maybe for a minute. I don't really have any multiplayer games that I'd be able to hop on and join you in.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Well.
You killed him. He trusted you. And you killed him.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
No need to apologize, my lady. I know exactly what you endure.
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many
I don't really
decades.
know what all games I have
to say,
on
I'm a
mine.
trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I
I've
have
got
concluded my
Call of Duty
inquiries concerning your
Warzone.
black.
I got Need for Speed.
I
Need
see.
for Speed.
Please excuse my agitated
Payback.
state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this
I
condition.
bought Plants
must
vs.
confess I have
Zombies
not put an
Garden
end to
Warfare or
the
something like that for
Unfortunately,
Elijah's
I could not bring
birthday.
myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself
Stuff
admitted
like
how
that.
ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
And when I get
Well,
paid
full of
tomorrow,
surprises,
I'll
aren't you,
have
Jonathan?
Human Fall
All right.
Flat.
Say
That
I
one's
trust you,
multiplayer.
but you will still pay the ransom.
And
That is
it's
only fair. After all, it was you
on
who
sale
failed to bring
too
this
for
problem to a
PlayStation
satisfactory
Plus, I
conclusion.
guess.
I believe
It's
I
like
could
only
agree to that.
$7.
And since a lady always keeps her
What,
promises,
the Human Fall
I
Flat?
will now answer any questions you may have.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
It is, the gang beast, I guess, where you just kind of complete missions, but you move so funky? Or have you seen like that, oh, what is it called? That new game, well, now I can't think of it. Where you're like a little fat egg looking guy. Not Among Us, but the other one. Fall Guys, that's what it's called. Fall Guys, or... yeah, I have Among Us on my phone. Yeah. I was going to inspect the blood. Here it is.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow though. I think I might take a quick break. Like, maybe a couple minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a gift card or something because for some reason it doesn't want to take my card. But I really want to get it, like, right now. I don't know how long it'll take it to download though, but maybe we can play it tomorrow. Or this weekend. Alright, I'm gonna stop the feed for a minute here and then I'll be back and maybe hop into Soma or something. Yeah. Or I mean, I probably could call it a night, but I don't know. I don't think we have any mutual games that we can hop into together, huh? Unless you have Apex. Do you have Apex? Hey, me too. We could suck together. It would be great. give me like 5 minutes maybe. I'm gonna cut this stream short. Do you want me to stream Apex, or do you want me to... we could just play it together, I don't care. Alright, yeah. I will be back in... we'll say 5 minutes, and I'll just hit you up on the PlayStation. Well, thanks everyone that might still be here for stopping by. I might be popping back on soon. But until then...